you know, it's easy to look at those landholders and say, they're just whales complaining. But the truth is, Gank, holding that asset, especially for someone like you, who that land is a considerable chunk of your overall portfolio in Splinterlands, then that ride is truly a roller coaster. You know, it has gone way up and down, and you couldn't do anything. It was either on or off, right? I mean, it hasn't been fun.
And it hasn't, I mean, it hasn't been fun. And even as like a higher stakes poker player, I never had that much money ever saved up in my life. I was more of like that hippie poker player. And so, I mean, this piece of land was, I mean, continues to be like the biggest asset, you know, I've ever had in my life. Like I've not been like someone that's just been stacking. I've been out there just, you know, living life and, you know, to have a different approach to everything. But, you know, it's been a hell of a ride. It's been a ride that like, it's still a hell of a ride, you know? So, it's just nice to, you know, to be a little bit closer to like having more options with that ride besides, you know, 100 miles per hour, whichever direction it goes.
Yeah, either you're riding or you're not.
Riding or dying.
You're watching. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. And, you know, I'm in a much different scenario, but, you know, in full transparency, I think I have 14 now pieces of land. One of them I plan on probably selling.
And just to give people an idea of what you mean by all or nothing is I own 1,000 plots of land. And my only option
as a region, not even 1,000 plots.
Right. So my only option is to own 1,000 plots of land or have 0 plots of land.
Or 0.
So I mean, this is what he means by like all or nothing. Literally all or nothing. Like I haven't had an option to break down my region into 10 tracks, which would have been a cool option to have, or to break down one of those tracks to 100 plots of land, so that I could, you know, if I could have put some on the market. No, I've had to ride this thing out on an epic roller coaster ride. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, it's not in any way.
I'm not complaining necessarily. Negative. I'm just saying, like, I haven't been able to step off the roller coaster, you know, and it's been a hell of a ride.
It's stressful. I mean, legitimately, high stress, especially when you have an asset that literally is life-changing money. Like at one point, totally. It was like close to $1 million last year.
Yeah, and I mean, even 10% of that is pretty much life-changing for me. So it's not like, you know, it's still very much life-changing for me right now. Very much so.
Thanks for watching. Here's a couple of videos for you to check out. And of course,
hit that like button and that subscribe button right next to it.
We appreciate you all.
We're having a good time.